Hi everybody. This is my very first vlog. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. My name is Chantel. My nickname is Boy. I like to be preferred to sometimes, honestly, as a he, but I also like being a she. Um, I guess I would say I'm non-binary. I don't quite know fully what it's about. I've been out of the community for about 10 years, and I'll get to that some point. Basically, I'm starting this YouTube channel. I'm possibly a you now to vent. Um, I have different topics. Feeling trapped in my body. Sometimes I want to feel pretty. Sometimes I want to feel hot. Sometimes I want to be masculine. Who I'm attracted to is different as well. And so I'm needing help with my identity, and I'm needing help with the gender that I am attracted to. So, first of all, I live in Edmonton, Alberta, and I live with some roommates, and we're going to be all starting a YouTube channel throughout our house. We're moving into a brand new house July 1st, so in about 20 days. And that should be exciting because we have an exciting life. And I just got out of I would say a pretty, I don't want to talk trash, but a pretty manipulative relationship with the trans man. And I kind of need someone to help me with answers with it. And I'll be honest, and I'm just trying to find some understanding because I find myself being attracted to the trans man, but he had a problem with me identifying as a lesbian before, but it's starting to change. I'm not really attracted to women anymore. I'm more attracted to the trans man, but not the born man. And yes, I understand that would probably make the trans man feel less of a man or acknowledged as a man, and I get that. But it's unfair for me to identify as straight if I'm not totally straight, because I think I'll get to something really quick. When I was a child, I was very sexually abused. Thank God I have that blocked out of my mind. And somehow, like, it makes common sense that psychologically there's blocks. Like, sexually, I had sexual partners, male and female, but I was not bi. I was trying to be straight growing up. It was less accepted back then. But I never enjoyed it. I always actually felt very gross, and I felt like, I don't know, I just wanted to be like everyone else, and it was kind of embarrassing. So, but with this trans man, he told me that I took his V card, and he had just had top surgery. He hasn't had the bottom surgery, and he told me I took his V card. So I felt, actually, if you don't know what V card is, it's the virginity. Although he was 25, I felt I trusted him, and like it didn't feel like it was dirty or anything. So I actually felt really good. Like I felt like, oh, I'm normal again. Maybe this is what I like, you know. But down the road, and I asked him, I said, are you sure you're like attracted to me? Because I dress like a boy. I do. I have really girly features, and I act like a girl, you know, because I'm still a girl. That's just the way I am. I'm uncomfortable with my chest and stuff like that. But he said no, 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 no. He was really attracted to me, and he made me feel that way. And about, like, we had a really good month and a half, I think, and we were together every single day, never apart. We moved out of town for work at a resort together, and he told me things were getting on his mind. Maybe I should have listened and stuff and understood, but he just didn't want to, like, cuddle or touch me or anything, and it felt really shitty. Like, it felt like I was being pushed away, and I actually said some really mean things to him. Like, I said some really mean things that I shouldn't have said to anybody, but I felt so rejected and humiliated, and I was stuck out there with him. And for the life of me, he wouldn't let me break it off, and he would just get angry at me and say, like, you're going crazy, you're going crazy. Well, I need the affection too. And I hear that a lot of trans men, I don't want to offend any of you, have a lot of body dysphoria, which I understand. And, like, sometimes after the tea, they might not want to have sex, but then it's also like they do want more. Like, my partner wanted a lot. I used to call him a little nymphomaniac. He didn't even know what that was. And just suddenly stopped, and I just felt rejected because, like, I love this man. I still do. No, I told him I hate him, but I love him. Hate is just easier to say right now. So down the road, it just didn't go back. And he said he felt, we had our last conversation actually yesterday. It was just no more. We can't even talk as friends. He's still in Ontario working. They booted me out of there for no reason, and I kind of think he had something to do with that. I'm not quite sure. They didn't even let me get my food or anything or water. I had to leave the resort, and it wasn't even my fault. They found the real culprit, whatever. And he didn't come back with me. I brought him there. So that kind of hurt, and he didn't understand that. And kind of made it like I was really crazy or something. Like, he was hanging out with the new girls there every single day, and one of them was always in our business and calling him on the phone. I think that's inappropriate. But again, he started telling me I'm crazy, and I never been treated like that before. And I don't know. I basically wanted to use this stage here, this channel, to try to help myself. I've had a really rough past, I'd say 15 years. I'd like to share my story, but I have to see what I'm allowed to share. I kind of just slapped some stuff together and got on this channel. I still got to figure everything out, but I'm going to definitely try to get stuff to talk about. Sorry about that. I dropped my little phone. I'm in the works of getting a laptop. In the works of moving everything. If you want to see my crappy little room, it's nothing. My bed is on the floor. TV is on the floor, not even on the stand. And I'm in the chair. I was going to try to mount this phone on something, but we'll make it work. We do have laptops and phones and those stick wand things, whatever. I can figure it out. Where was I? I have to try to loop this video together because, as you can see, I dropped the phone. Anyways, I want to be able to vent, but I want to see, I gotta do some little bit of reading, investigating of what I'm allowed to talk about, and I don't want to get booted off YouTube. I'm not going to mention my ex's name out of respect. You guys would know him. He's very popular, but I will not mention him at all because it's as much as I would like to sometime. No, I'm not about that. I don't want to slip it out either. Where can I start? Anyways, I'll tell you part of our content. My identity, what I'm comfortable with, what are the proper terms, which I don't even want to be labeled. But I'm finding that I'm really attracted to trans men. I want them to feel comfortable as well. I want him to feel like a man. So I will take the role, definitely, as a woman. I will. I don't know if I could say I'm straight because I'm just not into born men. And I know they're not any different because they are men. Like, my ex is a man. Like, he's 100% a man. But what about me? There's issues I have too. Doesn't mean I'm like fully lesbian. I was, or I thought I was. I will talk about also, if I'm allowed, what my experience was. I was away for a long time. And I have a little bit of post-traumatic stress syndrome from it, traumatized. And it's something that I got to deal with because I think it kind of got me confused with where I'm at, who I am. And I'm basically coming out in front of everyone and being around my family again, and sometimes I'm just scared that they're going to judge me. But I'm at this point right now, I could care less. And I'm sorry, family and everyone, if you're watching. I got to do me. And you know that. And you all know what I'm kind of getting into. And nobody has judged me, and I thank you very much for that. But I just don't want to answer all the questions. So if you have the questions, you could just watch me on here. I will start explaining things. And you guys can have fun watching my life because I have 2 lovely roommates. Little Randy, I call her Chucky because she can act like Chucky the doll. And her sister Ashley. They're really fun. And they're actually helping me out. Like, I'm starting to laugh again and see that I'm loved. I didn't have anyone to vent to, and every time I would talk to this guy, he would make it like I was accusing him of stuff when it was just like normal things, and I wasn't even mad because he would freak on me and then call me crazy. And I know that's mental abuse. I'm not stupid. I'm not one that should take that. Also, it's not good because I got to the point where I actually wanted to fist fight him, which isn't good because I didn't know what else to do. I just felt like he was treating me like a man, and I kind of felt like body weight and everything, fair fight. And I was like, come on then, you want to fight? I didn't know what else to do because the sadness was just too much to handle. And we were isolated at this resort together, and basically he was hanging around with the girls. But he's like, but girls like hanging around with me. I'm like, okay, wow, if I went and hung out with girls or guys, it would be definitely an issue. I don't know why I still cared about this person. He really, really made me feel like, don't leave me here, don't, because he had a lot of problems. But I never creeped his Facebook or his YouTube. And one day I came across his YouTube, and he has tons of channels. And lo and behold, he's sitting there from an old channel, and I didn't even check the date. I suck with technology. So again, he freaked out on me. It's all blah, blah, blah. But we were supposed to be in a real relationship. And here I see him plastered all over the internet with his ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, oh. And I didn't see my face once. And I kind of was just like, all my family can see that. I kind of just felt embarrassed, you know, like a little slap in the face. Kind of have some respect for me. Maybe hide it or take it down. Since he complained that she was very abusive. Same with his other girlfriend. Apparently there was only 2 before me. But what they both talked about on the channel was the exact same lines he said about me. He said, he's standing there talking next to his girlfriend, and he said, she took my V card. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, what? Like, I felt like everything we did sexually was a fucking lie. And that is very, very humiliating. All those times that I felt comfortable with them, I just felt sick, and I felt so stupid. Of course, like, he was 25. Of course he's not a virgin. And he's good looking, like, and he really knew what the fuck he was doing. He really did. But he's like, oh, I'll just copy you. No. This guy knew what he was doing. And then they also proceeded to talk about sex toys and what he likes to do, she likes to do to him, and what he does to her. And then I said, wow, how could you do that? Like, I was like, how could you lie like that? You know, I just couldn't believe it. I wasn't jealous because it was a long time ago, but I just couldn't believe someone would tell me something so special. And like, why? Like, I don't even know you. It felt weird. Like, why would you lie something like that? Not everyone goes around and says, I'm a virgin. It's embarrassing. Like, why? Are you trying to get some weird attention? Or I don't know. Maybe it worked because girls wanted him. I really did after that, and I was really comfortable. But he freaked right out on me and said, you are fucking pathetic. You should go kill yourself. Because, yeah, I was so stressed out there. I actually did say I wanted to kill myself. And that's very embarrassing. Yes, everybody's going to know right now, but I wanted to kill myself. And he didn't even hug me or nothing. I even looked it up on the internet, how to do it. I just believe the right thing would do is to stop the pain. And I had nobody out there. Like, my mind was brainwashed. But when I asked him this, he said I was pathetic, that my family thinks I'm crazy, and I'm psycho, and I have a fat, he called me fat ass. I don't want to ever touch your fucking fat ass. Those hurt. Those hurt a lot. I was so, like, he was texting me so bad that the things were popping up. I couldn't even respond. Like, they were just popping up. And the go kill yourself thing, and you're pathetic, and he's like, that was a long time ago. You shouldn't be fucking looking at shit like that. Blah, I don't have to, you know, I'm supposed to be your girlfriend that you want to start a future with. I don't believe that. I feel totally used. See, I met this guy, this trans man, and we were talking online. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but he immediately told me that his mother was murdered. I'm not going to say where because I don't want anyone figuring it out. I don't know if he talks about that. I don't check all his stuff like he thinks I do, which it shouldn't have been a problem because I was his #1 fan. But fuck. Like, he called me a psycho too for checking it. Like, sorry, your face pops up on every YouTube or whatever. And I just ask a question like any normal person. He's like, oh no. Anyways. When I met him, he said his mother had died. And it was a really horrific death. At first I didn't believe him. I'm like, oh my God, this person's weird. But it was real. And it was a really sad time for him. And this guy actually got all his stuff stolen from him. His laptop, his clothes, shoes, medication, like everything. Birth certificate, IDs, bank card, phone. No, he had a phone, but fucking everything. They even took his dog away from him. And he's suffering like from mental health, with mental health and stuff. He gets like anxiety and stuff. I get that too. I understand. He has PTSD. So my heart, I wanted to help this person. Like I just couldn't let them go through that. Like their mother was just murdered. That was fucking awful for me. And we met like crazy people. And the next day I drove with my friend. We were going to drive him back to his city, close to my city. And we drove there and we ended up getting his clothes and coming back to my place. And I got him an apartment, and at the time I was actually on assistance because I have to get to that other story. I'm not anymore. But I don't know how I did it, but I paid for him to pay rent at my friend's place while I paid rent. I lived with my mom at the time, like just as normal roommates. And then his phone, I hooked him up with a phone because his phone just died. The bill wasn't paid. And I got some cash loans. I started getting myself a little bit of credit crap here. I helped him get a bank card. I helped him get a residence so he can get a little bit of money from welfare. I don't know what the hell, how he couldn't get that. And my mom told him to come move in the house. Like, he loved it there. We got along every day and stuff. Yeah, we were looking for work for a month, and we found it. I found him and I a job at a beautiful resort. And we went out there, and the first sign is I had my phone connected with his phone under my name because he couldn't get a phone bill. I don't know what his situation was, but I wanted to help this guy get back his YouTube, get his laptop. I believe in him. He is amazing. He is very talented, a very good actor, though, very good actor. Maybe he's not like this to anyone else, but my experience, he's a very big liar. And I loved him. The love is dying off. I still love him, but it's the wrong kind of love. It's mental deranged. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. I'm tired. As you can see, I have severe insomnia. So maybe some nights you can stay up with me at like 4 a.m. and just watch me be a big insomniac. Anyways, I'm having a really hard time because he said a lot of things. I just need to talk to people to show you this is not my head going crazy. It's fucking real. Like, let's see how long this video. Oh, it's 15 minutes so far. He, first of all, told me that he didn't want the bottom surgery. He was like, oh, I'm disgusted from it. Like, oh, no way, I don't want a penis. And I said, I don't either. But I don't mind it, like, if he changes and stuff. And when we had sex, it was great. It was great. So, and he still felt like a man, you know, like, so there's ways we had it and we did it. So I thought it was okay, but he was the one that said he didn't want it. And then all of a sudden blasts this on me and says, oh no, I seen another feed saying, fundraise me. Oh, I shouldn't say too much. Anyways, he's getting the bottom surgery. So tell me, I asked him, I said, oh, because I want to support him. I really do. And I'm like, oh, and he's like, I said, oh, you have to get it? And he's like, the doctor said I have to. I'm like, why do you have to? You know, because before he's like, no, I don't want to. And then the doctor's trying to tell me I have to, and I'll grieve my mom if I get it. And that didn't make sense, because I was only going by what he's telling me. I'm like, that doesn't fucking make sense. You don't grow a dick to grieve your mother. Doesn't make sense. And the way he said it, he's like, oh, I don't want it. I think he thought I didn't want it because I was kind of identifying as lesbian. But I told him I was just starting to like these trans men. Like, it's, people change. And I get it. Maybe he changed back too and he wants that. And I think that's where he kind of pushed me away sexually, because like, I thought he just didn't want to be with me, but he would not let me go. And that's what I don't understand. Like, I tried to go, and then he'd go, you just try to leave me, you don't care about me. I'm like, well, fuck. He always tells me, I can't be with you. I can't be with you. You're so aggressive. It triggers my PTSD. It was from one time. I was so fucking fed up with his shenanigans and just drama. I was like, fuck you. You know, I should be beeping these out. I don't know. And I kind of wanted him to be the man and be like, okay, my girl is freaking pissed, you know? I did say some pretty harsh shit. But he said it to me mentally all the time, and he was very controlling. Or I would talk, I'd just say one thing, and he'd go, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just talking to you. And it's always constantly disagreeing with me, and it was just so bad. Like, so bad. The last day I was there, he went and hung out with those girls. He went and hung out with 4 other women, including one that got into our business and was calling him on his phone. He told me he blocked her. I don't know, man. What's that sound like to you? And luckily I just got paid because they got me off the resort, right off the resort. He's still there now. I'm just waiting for them to kick him off, but we're done talking. I'm going to deal with that, hopefully, if I have time to deal with that, because there was no way in heck they should have done that to me. I think he was behind it. And I'm having a hard time, like, is this person actually got a problem up here that is really bad? And if they do, it traumatized me, because it wasn't even the person I thought he was. We got along so great, and I just, oh man, and he's very intelligent, and I had kind of a bad life, rough. There was crime in the background, but I hate that now. I'm traumatized from it. I did what I did, and it's done. Don't worry, I'm not a creep, I'm not a killer. I'm a very nice person. I'm a very, very loving person. But he just seems so angry, and even when I offered him to come back, and my friends, like, moving our house right now, and then we're all moving into a big house July 1st. She said, your guy can come, and his dog, because he has a dog, and his dog has to go wherever he goes. So, but he goes, I'm not going back with you. Why, to be with you and sit on welfare? Like, he made me feel like a piece of shit. Because number one, yeah, I had to go on welfare for a minute, but I got my ass working and stuff. And I helped his ass, and he didn't even say thank you. He goes, what, do you want a fucking medal? Like, why is this person like this? I don't understand, because their whole image is about bettering people's lives and, oh, we have this big, nice world, you know, canoeing, camping, blah, 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 blah. And it's a fucking lie, guys. And he's lying to himself. And I bet you he's going to watch this and he's going to call my phone and say, you're a effing blah, 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 blah. And he just tells me day in, day out, I don't want to be with you. But then he says, I want to be with you. And why do I listen to it? I know I'll get over it. I just need my sanity back. Because I am pretty smart and stuff. And oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I just wish why does someone have to lie those things to me? And then at the very end yesterday, he's like, I felt like a piece of meat with you. What? I said, so how? I started getting mad at him, like, I hate you. Don't talk to me. I hate you. Because that was easier to say than, you know, sit there and cry. Because no one's ever made me feel like a perpetrator or something sexually with them. Because that is the only one person I got off was from him. And now I feel like a fucking creep. Like, I'm sorry if I said to my man that I miss fucking you. And that's the words I used. He's like, I feel like a piece of meat. And I'm like, why can you just make a person feel like they're so fucking evil? You say I'm so aggressive. Like, I don't like to be that. You know, I never heard anyone else call me all those things. I said, why do you have to say that right at the end when we're trying to walk away nicely? You know? And then he goes, I did not say that. Once again, you are accusing me. And it's literally on the feed that we're texting. And I said, read what you just wrote. He goes, I said, I feel like a piece of meat when you say that. I didn't say, you make me feel like it. It's always fucking mixing up the words. Wordplay. You know, he has a little bit more better vocabulary than me. As for me, if I can write an essay or something, my non-verbal skills are on point. Oh, my eyes are bugging out here. So anyways, that's enough of him for today. And oh, please, I hope I'm not offending any trans men. Because I know there's a lot of you out there that are not like that. There's a lot of men out there that aren't little boys. And they'll treat someone right. And I know some don't like lesbians. I don't even think I'm a lesbian anymore. So, but I wanted him to get the surgery. I wanted to help him out. But he just pushed me away from it. Couldn't even talk to him, and he expects me to talk to him, and then says, you don't want me. Like, what? You don't even like me, bro. Like, you don't even like me. I used to say, just love me. I don't know. I hope you guys are interested in my ramblings here. I really need help with you. Figure this out. And I'm going to be getting together with the housemates. We're starting this all from scratch. Moving into a nice place. New beginnings. New fun. Like last night, we just sat on the roof and made a whole bunch of Snapchats. It was pretty funny. It was awesome, actually. And yeah, we're just going to show you into our life. And I'll sit down and do my comments, and I'll do some more digging about non-binary, or to see exactly who I am. And I was also thinking for the first time that I may dress some days as female and some days as masculine. So I haven't done that since 2004. But I think I have a really feminine face. But sometimes I can have a, like, look, my hat's on my lap. I can have a, oh, look, a little bit masculine. Anyways, my name is Chantel. Hope you like my page. We're going to have more cameras set up through the house. Take you out with us. I'll introduce you to the girls and some friends in our lives. Things are going to be looking up from here. I'll find out if I can go into my past and tell you what's going on with that. And because then maybe you would understand me a little bit more. Is there anything that anybody else would like to know about me? Let me know. I am hosting you from Edmonton, Alberta. And that's all, folks. Take care. Mwah. Be good to each other out there. Thanks for listening. Hope I didn't blow it. I will be back probably with another one tomorrow if I can. Or later tonight. I'll try to make this work. Thank you.